Hey there, happy coders, and welcome to a special unhappy coding edition of these videos. Normally what I do is I'll just spend maybe 30 minutes or an hour sitting here and coding whatever project comes to mind. Usually it's something with creative coding in mind, either like P5 or processing or something fun like that. Usually something like interactive and visual, and those are fun, and I really enjoy it, and I hope it helps people learn the fundamentals of coding. Tonight's going to be a little different because what I want to do is something that I'm doing mostly for myself, but I'm going to record it just to maybe show people what it looks like to code something that's not quite as visual and not quite as interactive and I don't know, maybe friendly. And we'll see where it goes. I don't know if I'll actually end up posting this video, but we'll see. So here's my current annoyance. If I go to twitter.com, I see this obnoxious thing on the right. So I come to twitter.com for everyone's delightful tweets, and I want to read through these and scroll through these and waste somewhere between 30 seconds and 2 hours, reading people's hot takes on the drama of the day. I don't want to see this thing. This thing annoys me. I get so annoyed by it for so many different reasons. And it's like full of, I don't know, clickbait nonsense and like stuff that I not only do not care about, but like I don't want to see. So let's delete it. So what I generally do, honestly, is I hit right click and I go to inspect, and that opens up my browser tools here, and then I just delete it manually. So I'll go up here to like whatever the kind of top level div is, maybe somewhere like here, and I right click it and I delete it. Bye. And it's gone. I could also delete this one. This one bothers me less, even though there's kind of annoying promoted stuff in there, but I don't really, that's fine. And then I scroll through Twitter, and that's fine. But I have to do it every single time, and I don't know, it's just kind of annoying. And I'm a coder, so in theory, I should be able to do that by writing code. So that's my challenge to myself tonight. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to do it. I don't really know how to do it, but that's what makes it a challenge, right? So there's a couple things in my mind that I know how to do, but I don't quite know how to connect them, which is how a lot of these projects start. So let me maybe refresh. And here it is. It's glory. I don't know why I need to hear about how a movie from the 90s, although I love that movie, I don't know if I need to read a clickbait article about how it almost ended someone's career. So anyway, if I look through here, I know I can use JavaScript to like get an element, so I can call like document.getElement by ID or something. Now, the challenge with that is I could say, let's see here. So I could say document.getElement by class name, and I'll choose one of these classes or something, or maybe all of them, I don't know, something like that, and then delete that one using JavaScript. I think I know how to do all of that. So maybe that's how it gets started. But there is a problem with that, and maybe I'll just get to that in a second. So let's see. Let me go over to this is annoying. There's not a lot of screen real estate because I make it so tiny so folks can see what I'm typing. So if I do this, Anyway, maybe I'll do like document.getElement by, and then hopefully that sticks around. And is there something with an ID, maybe? It doesn't look like it. Okay, I can delete the whole thing. Probably don't want to do that. I mean, maybe that would solve my problems. Just delete Twitter. Here's a great handy line of code that deletes all of Twitter for you. Solve the world's problems overnight. Anyway, I mean, whatever. Here's one. So maybe I'll get elements by class name. And I don't know how common this class name is, and I also don't know if I need to give it 1 or 2. I think it's just 1, but if I give it 2, will it give me both? I don't know. Let's play with all of those. Oh, get elements by class name. Yeah. And I want to give it a string of that. And then So that gives me an element, or gives me a collection of elements. And does it give me 600 of them? I don't know if that's great. So it might be that class isn't quite specific enough. But let's maybe just get the 0th one. And I don't think that's going to do what I want. I think that this class is used too much. So maybe back to the drawing board. Can I call get elements by class name with like multiple classes? Get elements by class name, multiple classes, sure. How to get elements with multiple classes, sure. Oh, look at this. And hey, apparently I've already upvoted this, so I've used this in the past and completely forgot. Cool. But that means that I can maybe take both of these guys, go back over here and take both of them. I'm going to need to put that in quotation marks. And does it need to be both? Yeah, okay. And does this give me a bunch? 75? I don't know if that's actually the count or not, but probably is. What's 0? 0 is messages. So I probably don't want to delete my messages. So okay, back to the drawing board. What I need to find is something that like uniquely identifies this div, or one of these divs. So this is a whole mess of classes. Maybe that'll be the one. So there is a problem with this, and I'll talk about that in a second. But for now, I just want to get something kind of working. So okay, that looks promising. 2, okay, so there's only 2, but maybe if I delete the first one, 0. So like what I'm doing when I click 0 is I'm looking at what is automatically highlighted, which is this fancy feature of these developer tools. So it looks like 0 is right. What's 1? Where's that? It's down here somewhere. Oh, maybe that's who to follow. I bet it is. Yeah, okay. So that's kind of cool. I know how to delete who to follow if I want to then. So this is the right set of classes, because that's what Twitter has used to, I don't know, style them probably, but maybe select them or something, but I don't actually care. I just need to know what they are. And now, so now I have an element. So I want to remove that element. And I think maybe it's just .remove. So this is a function. Can I just call this? That's success. That's victory. So that works. Cool. One thing I want to test is whether it works multiple times. So if I refresh, it came back. Okay. So if I paste the same thing in, does it work again? And it does. Yes. So that's cool. So now what I have is some code that I can paste into my developer tools here, my developer console, which is a line of JavaScript that finds the element with that specific set of class names and then just removes it by. But that's not much easier than just right-clicking here and inspecting and deleting it. So I have a vague idea that it's possible to run JavaScript from the URL bar. I don't remember how to do it though. So what I'm going to do is like, I don't know, run JavaScript from URL bar. This thing. Bookmarklet. Yeah, that rings a bell. JavaScript alert. Okay, so you can write JavaScript :alert. What's a bookmarklet? This might be what I actually want. This is something I might have, maybe I should have searched for this before this video. But, so it looks like JavaScript : is a key. to it. So can I do something like JavaScript : that whole thing? I can. Although there's a weirdness there. Oh wait, did I do it twice? I bet I did. So who to follow? Oh, there's what's happening. Okay. What's happening is there. So if I do JavaScript : paste, that works. Okay, cool. That actually works. So that makes it one step easier. So I can do JavaScript : this, and I can like paste, copy that whole thing. So now what I would do is go to Twitter, wait for the thing to show up, get a little annoyed, paste the whole thing in, hit enter. Oh, nope. Did I not copy that whole thing? Oh, if you paste it, it doesn't do it right. Interesting. So you have to type it manually. That's super annoying. That's Chrome trying to be, in quotation marks, secure, but I have opinions. Yeah, okay, pasting it won't work. So maybe I'm back to this idea of a bookmarklet. So can I maybe just do something in here? Maybe bookmarks, maybe, I don't know. Is there something in here? Bookmarklet. Bookmark. No. Chrome bookmarklet. Yeah, okay. Site seems a little shady, but that's fine. Bookmarks, show bookmarks bar, fine. Add page, what? All right, so it looks like maybe what I need to do is like turn on that bookmarks bar and then add page. Okay, this is promising. Oh, and is it just like delete div? I'm just gonna call it delete. What is that? What is it called? I don't even remember what I'm annoyed by. Delete, is it what's happening? Something like that, something dumb. And then can I paste the whole thing in here? Maybe. Ooh. Okay, so that added this. So if I go here, can I click this? Yes. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. I am so pleased with this. Delete what's happening. So now I don't even have to worry about my developer tools at all. I'm just on Twitter and I can click this button and it's gone. Beautiful. Because what it's doing behind the scenes is taking that that line of code that I just wrote and pasting it into the URL bar using that JavaScript : trick that we found here. So it's telling your browser to run this line of code on this page, and bingo, done. Cool. So now for the bad news. This works now, and it'll probably work for a while. But if we look at the source for it, one of the reasons that these class names are so goofy is probably, I'm kind of guessing here, but most likely Twitter is doing some obfuscation on their end. So these class names are weird and random strings of letters and numbers and dashes, looks like, because they ran through a tool that kind of randomizes them. And there's a few different reasons for that, but one of the reasons that they do it is to prevent you from doing exactly what I'm doing here. They don't want you to be messing around with this stuff, even though, I don't know, I'm going to avoid getting super philosophical here, but like, this is running on my computer. So I don't know, I have the right, in my very humble opinion, to put myself in between what they want me to view and what I'm actually viewing. So I don't view this as like, I don't know, black hat hacking or anything. I view this as something that's well within my rights as someone who's absorbing this content. But anyway, they don't want you to do it. So we can't really rely on the class names because at some point Twitter is going to change these and my tool will stop working and I'll have to go and find the new class names and be annoyed all over again, and I'll be in a grouchy mood, and I'll have to rename my website to Grouchy Coding, which now that I said it out loud is not a bad idea. But anyway, what I need to do is find something a little bit more reliable in class names. I was sort of hoping for something a little easier, but there's going to be something. So one thing I might do, and thinking about this, what I might do is write some JavaScript that finds the div that contains the text, what's happening, and then remove that thing. So instead of basing off of class name, I'll base it off of content, basically. So I don't know, let's look at the structure of that, which we also really shouldn't rely on, but whatever. So I don't know, that thing ends up being a span inside of a div, inside of an h2, inside of a div, oh boy, inside of a div, inside of a div. So I don't know, we'd have to find like this div or maybe this div, but like we wouldn't want to remove, I don't know, this div. This div does contain what's happening, but it also contains this what's happening. I don't want to remove that because then I couldn't tweet anything. I mean, some people out there are being like, yeah, you should remove that and stop tweeting, but I'm not gonna. So that's not what I want to do either. So maybe content won't work. Okay, so okay, so this div, this is actually the div I want to remove, or maybe this section, this div. So I don't know, one of these, but like what I just noticed, and this is something that I kind of thought about earlier as I hoped that I would find this. There's this ARIA label, and this ARIA label is timeline trending now. And I don't know, this thing might change every once in a while, but I think it's going to change much, much less frequently than those class names. So maybe I'll go with that. So I actually don't remember off the top of my head how to get an element with a particular ARIA label. So let's go ahead and do a search for that. JavaScript, get element with ARIA label, maybe. Get HTML element via ARIA label. Yeah. Query selector. Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay. So maybe what I want is document.query selector ARIA label this whole thing. Okay. And let's how do I edit this thing? Can I right click you, edit? Oh, this is so goofy. This is hilarious. This is my new text editor. This URL bar is my text editor. I'm glad that I'm entertaining myself here. So it's document.get whatever query selector. It was shorter too. So that's cool. And the ARIA label is what was this thing? And of course I can't move that. There it is down at the bottom. ARIA label is timeline : trending now. Not anymore, it ain't. So query selector, I don't think I need the 0 anymore either. Remove, and I would add a semicolon just for fun. So if I save this, okay, close this out. Can I mouse over you and see the thing? Yeah, ARIA label, timeline trending now. Here is the moment of truth. I'm going to hit refresh here just for luck. And okay, let's see. So see, this is a perfect example of why I'm deleting this. Trending in California, #rain. I can look out my window and see the #rain. I don't need a social media site telling me that it's raining. I don't know why it makes me so annoyed, but like, I don't know, like, I'm here for the tweets, not for this extra stuff that you are showing me in this like obnoxious little window in order for me to like click around and give you more ad revenue. Like, give me reasonable content, like this pizza. Give me this pizza. This is the content I come for. I don't come here for #rain. Anyway, moment of truth. Let me click this and let's see if it works. Yes. That's victory. I am so pleased with myself. Cool. So yeah, usually what I do now in this part of the video is like tell you things that you could play with, and that makes a lot more sense with a like a visual coding example where you can like play with the colors and the shapes and the animation. Here, I don't know. You can now delete your own what's happening box. Maybe if there's a different website out there that annoys you with this like extra spammy content and you're sick of looking at it, you can do the exact same kind of thing and make your own little bookmarklet and delete it yourself. Maybe you could do the same thing with who to follow. This one doesn't bother me so much, so I might just let that one live. But if we wanted to delete it, it would be this ARIA label, who to follow, and it would be gone. But I don't hate it, so it's fine. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's where I'm going to end it. I am declaring victory. I'm feeling pretty good. I started this video being like slightly annoyed, and I'm ending it on a victorious note. So I'm calling that success. Anyway, all right. I hope this was helpful, and if so, I'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and leave a comment in the terrible YouTube comment section below, or even better, come to Happy Coding. Stop relying on these huge corporations for all of our communication, and come to my forum. And it's just me hanging out, and I would love to hear from you. So if you have a different use case or a different thing that you were playing with, or maybe a question, or just want to say hi, I would love to hear from you. So don't be a stranger and come on out. But for now, I am so happy with this bookmarklet. So I'm declaring victory. So thanks for watching. Have a great night, and as always, of course, happy coding.